All right, have and have not fans. We had the episode Tuesday night, room 3. Now, let me just first say I apologize for any technical issues regarding the live streams in my area. Mixed rain and snow, and that's messed up the Wi-Fi. So, after doing my Instagram live stream, several YouTube live streams until we finally got it fixed, I am going to go ahead and record this, my episode review. I'm going to do the trailer breakdown as well as a couple other videos. And just to be on the safe side, I'm not going to upload anything until Wednesday. So pretty much Wednesday during the day. Hopefully at that time, everything with the Wi-Fi will be good. So I don't need Wi-Fi in order to record. I pretty much use Audacity, which is an internet-free software. And I'll do all my editing and stuff. But I probably won't have any videos up until later in the day. But in any case, this episode, I've said this time and time again, there's not much to talk about. Honestly, it was a pretty less than stellar episode, mainly because for whatever reason, I think that a good 60 to 70% had to do with Jeffrey. And we already know that I've been done with this character, and episodes like this just drive the point home even further when I say I don't care anymore. The whole Jeffrey Justin thing, the whole thing about David putting his foot down, Jeffrey not caring, decided to go see Justin in the hospital. Madison rightfully said, you know what, Jeffrey, it was a mistake trying to get to know you again. Please don't call me anymore. I'm done. Okay. And then he just goes to see Justin like nothing. Oh, are you going to show me where he is? And then when he come out of the room, it's like, Madison, I'm sorry. Like, don't even, Jeffrey, get the hell out of here. I'm done. And I'm glad Madison is attempting to find somebody to take his place over at David's house, because unlike Jeffrey, he knows how to walk away from something if he sees it's not going to do him any good. So bravo to Madison. Thank you. But other than that, we had the beginning of the episode, I believe. David was saying FBI is watching Veronica, pretty much getting confirmation that he was the one that sent the guys over to Justin's place. And then, Justin's all mad about it. And Jeffrey calls saying, I'm hurt bad. I'm bleeding out. I don't give a damn. Like I said, this episode review is probably going to be one of the shortest ones I've done, because over the past week, I've done enough. I feel like I've done enough regarding Jeffrey Justin. I don't even care anymore, guys. I just don't care. So we're just going to throw that part of the episode away. Other than that, pretty funny scene. Rocky just pissed the F off. He wants nothing else to do with this whole threesome ordeal. Once again, Candace is trying to blackmail with photos and yada, yada, yada. People were asking me in my live streams, what do you think is going to happen? Again, not to sound... Now, I honestly don't care, because we've seen this stuff so many times. I don't care at this point, guys. I literally don't care. The funny part is the fact, well, we know Broderick's a freak. The fact that Broderick and Candace don't trust Rocky, and that was pretty much the only takeaway from that scene. Other than that, we have Mitch and Benny sitting in Mitch's car, so all we've seen of them in the past 2 episodes is Benny getting help from Mitch to limp out of Hannah's bedroom. I'm guessing he changed his clothes, and they sit out in the car because they don't know where the Criers live. Mitch brings up the fact that Candace is with the future president. He doesn't believe it. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what, Benny? Go ahead and try to walk into the bedroom in the White House to stop Candace and the president from having sex, like you do with Derek and Benny. I mean, Derek and Hannah. Sorry, Derek and Hannah. You might as well say Benny, because he jumped his ass into bed too. So whatever. What? He got the Malones. He's like, yo, call your family to get the address. Yeah, that's a smart idea, Benny. Again, no takeaways from that. Other than that, shit. Yeah, that was really it when you think about it, because this episode, they spent way too much time with Jeffrey, which is why I really didn't care for the episode. David with the car alarm thing. Guys, that seems like too little too late. Like, I mean, at this point, you would think, number one, being the wealthy status that you are, also being a judge, wouldn't you have already had alarms on your car to begin with? Because let's say if somebody tried to steal it, or what if you were being watched by someone who you prosecuted on the bench for revenge? So now, oh yes, my crazy ex-wife, after blowing up the last car I was in, I decided to put an alarm system on it, and one on yours too. I feel like that was a long. I feel like there was like way too much talking about nothing in this episode. But it was good to see an outside scene, though. It was good to see that. But other than that, it just seemed to be a ridiculous scene that didn't need to be drawn out for as long as it was. Yeah. Wyatt, once again, dude, I did the video about why is Justin still on the show. Same thing with Wyatt. This, I'm going to testify. I'm not going to testify. So let me get this straight. Wyatt wants out in order to get a fix, a hit, whatever. George is telling you, go in there, tell the truth, and you're good to go. Then you can get what you want. No, I'm not going to go unless you give me something right now. Lock his ass up, George. Let him die in a cell. Just let Wyatt go. I'm just so tired of it. Let him go. Then we get a brief scene between Hannah and Candace at the house. It was a nice scene. It was just like, I'm just tired of it, because a couple episodes ago, she's crying in the bathroom floor, admitting to Charles that it's her fault that her baby died and everything. But now all of a sudden, no, you did that. And then Hannah called her out for her shit. Like, you know that I didn't do it on purpose. You're still walking around with this, like you're all cold hearted and, this false facade. So that scene could have been a lot nicer than it really was. I mean, we did get a little, maybe I got the craziness from my father, but like I said before, that's one of many topics that I've talked to death, so I don't even feel like bringing it up. Damn, we're 7 minutes in, guys, and I feel like I basically talked about everything there is to talk about in this episode. George tries to get a fix for him. Looks like there's some pills in the next episode. Yeah, then we get to like this is why the episode is ranking so low for me, because it didn't even get good until like the last few minutes. And that's during when David goes over to Veronica's house, and of course the ending scene where we get the beatdown. Even OWN recognizes that the episode was bad, because immediately after the episode we had the preview for next week, and then the two clips or two scenes we have on the OWN YouTube channel are David talking with Veronica, and then Hannah's reaching her breaking point when she slaps Jim. That tells you right there, if you watch the last 8 to 10 minutes of the episode, you're good. You could just skip everything else. I'm not lying. Just skip it. But basically, I feel like my trailer breakdown for next week is going to be longer than this episode review. I think David's playing Veronica, and it's funny as hell, because I think we got the FBI sitting out there, binoculars, which is not inconspicuous at all, but whatever. So basically, David, I think, is playing Veronica. People are asking, how is Veronica, and I'm not to mock people, but how is Veronica falling for this? She's too smart. David is acting smart for the first time in a couple of seasons, because Erica isn't there to distract him. He was heartbroken, and now he is focused on his goals, which is to bring Veronica down. Now, he knows how to play Veronica, and guess what? Veronica's reaction to, I'm sorry, I love you, I shouldn't have tried to replace you, I shouldn't have tried to replace you. What he's doing is he's bowing to Veronica, metaphorically, and giving her that power and control that she yearns for. But the thing is, there's been so much going on between the two that David did like the one thing that Veronica didn't think would ever happen. Relinquishing the power and putting everything in Veronica's court. That's why I feel like she didn't know what to do. Like, get out, get out, get out. And then she sat down quietly. It reminds me of all the times Hannah has come to Candace trying to apologize. I love you, Candace, telling about her father and everything about that. And every time this happens, Candace is the one that kicks her and Benny out of the hotel room or wherever she's staying. And then she ends up breaking down right afterwards. So I feel like that explains why Veronica's going over to David's house next week. So I think that it is a long haul. David is going to break Veronica's heart and then break her. I think he's going to try to make things work, but it's for a bigger scheme, and I love it. So that was a great scene. Final scene, not much to say on this. Jim admits to having Benny stabbed. calls Hannah and Candace's bitches, which leads to the slap. And I did think at first that Candace jumped off the couch, but no. I saw that she kind of, sprinted over, jumped, and got on them, and that ended the episode. So, guys, this episode kind of sucked, except for the last couple minutes. So I'm going to be nice and give it a 7 out of 10, because without the last 10 minutes, this episode would have been like a 3 or a 4. It was not that good. But let me just put it this way, and I might do a separate video. And a lot of people are saying, I hope this brings Candace and Hannah closer together. Yeah, an ass kicking. That brings them closer together, but stranger things have happened. I'm not going to lie. I'm not saying what Jim did was right, having Benny stabbed, but let's put it this way. Hannah keeps talking about you're not going to have anybody put a hand on my child. I know Hannah is trying to get the money back, but you're in possession of almost $9 million that does not belong to you. You came from a part of Savannah, Georgia, where there are drug dealers, break-in, thugs, hookers. You're from a part of town where people will probably kill each other over $10. And you think that your son refusing to sign over it's like, what, $8.8 million? Let me just say nine. Your son refusing to sign over $9 million that doesn't belong to him, and your daughter who took that money and is still trying to get her mitts on it, you're thinking that there's not going to be any consequences and repercussions for keeping that amount of money? Like, I get it. You're the mother. You want to protect your children. I understand that. But I don't think you understand that you're playing with these people who are capable of so many different things. And once again, we're talking about almost $9 million, and you're acting like your kids can just do what they want. Look, I know you're trying to get them in line, but you have failed up until this point. So no wonder Jim took it upon himself. Yeah, Jim is a son of a bitch, but can you really blame him? I'm not going to lie. Like I said, I'm not saying he is 100% right, but I'm not surprised by what he did. I literally am not. If anything, the stabbing, like he said, was a warning. So, yeah, like, it was a funny scene, but when you really break it down as to why it happened, really mainly because, he kept calling her a bitch and whatnot, but you would think that he would do a lot more. I'm just saying, guys, if somebody had that much money of mine and they didn't give it back or want to, that stabbing would have been, and being called a bitch would be the least of your worries. Like, you're getting off easy. So I don't know what's going to happen next week. I doubt the conversation of giving the money back will occur, because those two came over to the house in regards to Benny being stabbed rather than money. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And this isn't meant to be like, oh, Jeremy's getting lazy. Guys, nothing really happened in this episode until the last couple minutes, and that's no lie. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And it looks like the Wi-Fi is up and running at full power right now, so I'm going to quickly whip this video together and throw it on the channel. So let me know your thoughts on the episode itself. Did you like it? Obviously, the best parts were at the very end of it. I didn't like this episode. It was way too Jeffrey focused. I didn't really give a damn. He's just stupid with the whole Justin thing. So the only good thing that came out of this was Madison washing his hands of it and moving forward, and I wish him the best. So thanks so much for tuning in. Once again, I apologize for the live stream confusion, and be on the lookout for my trailer breakdown, as well as my other videos about what's to come in the future of the haves and the have-nots. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, as well as leaving your thoughts in the comment section below so we can keep the conversation going. On the left hand side of the screen, you should see a picture of Jeffrey Harrington. You can click on him in order to subscribe, but also hit the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content. Also, you should see some videos appearing on the screen as well that I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy if you enjoyed the one you just saw. But also, be sure to follow me on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all my social media will be in the description below. And in order to help this channel hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to need your help. So make sure to share this video as well as the channel around with all of your friends on your own social media. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in the next video.